Actually, ever since I made my Ranking the Muse albums video and those Ranking Muse riffs videos, people have asked me to rank piano stuff, and unfortunately, I'm not as good of a piano player as Matthew Bellamy. Wow, what a shock. I'm so surprised. But in any case, because I can't really match his playing, people recommended that I just make a list and talk about my favorite piano moments in Muse songs, because people want me to do that apparently. So that's what we're doing today. This is going to be my top 10. However, I have like 2 bonus ones I want to mention quickly beforehand, because I wanted to make all my top 10 from studio albums or singles. So the first one is going to be Screenager Live of the bonus songs. Now, while there is no studio version of the piano Screenager, it at least rivals the original in terms of quality. It's actually surprisingly quite different from the guitar, and it's smooth and it's haunting, and it's even better, I think, than the guitar in a live setting. And Matt actually also does these really cool intros for it sometimes. Just listen to the Hullabaloo one if you have any questions, and you'll get why it's here. I'll actually play a little clip of each one before I talk about it so you guys get the context of what I'm saying. The second bonus one before we get into our top 10 is Piano Thing, which is like I don't know if it's actually officially released or not. Like, can you get it on iTunes? I'm not sure. But anyways, this is like some sort of B-side that basically was Matt just doing all the crazy piano stuff he could come up with in his head that he couldn't fit on an album until they came out with The Resistance. But this is before that. If you haven't listened to this is basically, like I said, all the crazy stuff you love from Matt doing piano is going to be like packed into this couple minute long song. So make sure you check that out if you haven't heard it before. Now to the moment you've all been slightly anticipating. Number 10, Neutron Star Collision. So this isn't like the best songs for piano, this is like best piano moments, like best piano riffs. So at the very end of this song, there's a very special moment. And I'm well aware of the hate this song gets, but just isolate the piano from the fact that it's associated with Twilight or some of the sillier lyrics, and you'll hear something quite pretty, especially, like I said, in the outro of the song where Matt practically has a piano solo. The melody here is really cool, and I love the chords. He actually plays it quite a different way than I've heard most of their other major piano parts be played. So make sure you listen to that if you haven't, because it's a very special moment, I think. Number 9, The Void.
One will find us that we're estranged and all alone.
You could count this as the acoustic version or the moment when the regular Void becomes acoustic in terms of going to piano. But in either case, the piano here, in unison with Matt crooning, "They're wrong," is one of the most goosebump-inducing moments I've had listening to music, period. Number 8, Sunburn. So the entire verse of this song is just incredible on piano. Matt like walks seamlessly up and down, and I love how gracefully melancholic the piece sounds, and despite it being a consistent 16th note melody, it sounds extremely varied, even though it's really not rhythmically. Number 7, Exogenesis Part 3, Redemption. Speaking of simplicity, this is by far the simplest track on this list, yet the simplicity is what makes each note so poignant. This is a song that is one of my absolute favorites from all of Muse's discography, and it's done in such a minimalist sense, in stark contrast to the rest of their grand piano moments. I love how this is like a break from the insanity. But now, as we get to the next one, number 6, Exogenesis Part 2. So, as the pure counter to Exo 3, we have Exo 2, which features Matt practically smashing the piano in rage as he descends octaves. This is just one that really shows his musical prowess more than anything, and it's kind of something that I think of as like Matt showing off. Number 5, Newborn. So the intro to Newborn is back to like the smooth and haunting sound from Screenager. Of course, it's the same era of Origin of Symmetry. It creates such a universe for me to live in, and the piano is the foundation for all of it. So you create this beautiful setting that is such a great entrance to the album Origin of Symmetry, but also just the song Newborn in general. Number 4, Space Dementia's verse. This is perhaps the heaviest piano part I've ever heard. The chords here are extremely progressive and in a style very reminiscent of Piano Concerto No. 2 by, which is one of my favorite classical pieces. This is like a merging of classical and rock in a way that I never envisioned was really even possible, but in such a dark and heavy yet also beautiful way. Number 3, Butterflies and Hurricanes Bridge. This is probably the go-to whenever I want to show somebody how amazingly talented Muse is, as it shows their diversity to go from an exhilarating rock song to a classical piano explosion so seamlessly. And Matt perhaps shows his skills most off here, if not the previously mentioned EXO 2. Though a huge part of what makes this part so enjoyable to me is the strings, which doesn't really count as part of the piano, but anyways. Number 2. Apocalypse Please outro. I was so close to putting this at number 1. I mean, it's so powerful and takes a song with so much energy already to an even higher level that wasn't really anticipated. Each note feels so deliberate and impactful, and as I said before in Space Dementia, like heavy. So, made it to the last one. What do you guys think it is? If you're a big Muse fan, you know which one it is, probably. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Number 1, Ruled by Secrecy's Bridge. Perhaps the part of the love for this moment is partially due to the context within the song and the way it builds up to such an absolutely monstrous moment, but in any case, it has remained one of my favorite Muse piano moments for years. If the part wasn't perfect enough, the second time it plays, it flips one of the chords from minor to major, giving it an even stronger progressive feel, and one that I find myself returning to regularly because I could literally never get tired of this. This will probably always be the pinnacle of Muse and piano, at least for me. Well, that was it, guys. What else do you want to see me rank? Some people said I should rank the intro songs or outro songs of Muse albums. And I was thinking of doing that, so let me know what you think down below. If you're interested in any of my social media, like my Instagram or my Twitter or my Spotify, all that stuff's down in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you later.